Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. All things Middle Earth here with a quick video looking at Infinite Borders, which is a different NetEase game. It's not Rise to War. But I just wanted to start the conversation because I was curious if anybody's played this. I'm curious what things that are in this game that potentially could be coming to Rise to War, because I feel like it's fair to say that they're very, very similar looking games. You drop in, you have a city. If you go to the main map and zoom out, there's all these territories outside of a central area that you're trying to, again, I've not played, so I could be very off base here, but there's like a big central thing here that it looks like you're trying to occupy, just like the ring. So again, I feel like they're very, very similar games. I will say on a side note, I actually feel like it runs better. This is on BlueStacks, but I feel like it runs better than Rise to War, because for Rise to War, if I was at the ring, for example, and then went back to my base, which I do that right now, I mean, I'm not saying that was buttery smooth, but Rise to War is super stuttery and whatever. So that's something I noticed. Something else I noticed, and this is just kind of a random rant, not rant, but just hang with me. They have a weather cycle in this game, which can have different effects, which I find kind of interesting because I feel like that could impact the game and be very interesting. I don't know, but obviously we don't have that in Rise to War. But I'm curious if anyone's played this, because I feel like Rise to War 2.0 is basically becoming this game. Now, from what I was just looking up, I just went on YouTube and looked at this game. I did not see a lot of coverage on this or like consistent people making videos for this. Again, I think it's fairly new. I want to say like 7 months ago or something is when it came out. I could be totally off base there, but the videos that showed like its announcement trailer were like 7 months old. So unless those were reposts, it seems sort of newer. So it seems like Rise to War is kind of becoming this, which would make me think that NetEase is kind of trying to consolidate their staff so they can effectively work on one game, one of them having a Lord of the Rings skin and one of them having whatever this skin is that this one has. And I think that could be a good thing or a bad thing. You could look at it and say it's a bad thing because that means Rise to War is not doing well enough on its own to, warrant its own development team. You could also say it could be a good thing because maybe we're kind of getting a bigger team, since there's potentially people from both games working on, you know, kind of one game. But that's really yet to be seen because we still have lots of bugs and issues and things that it doesn't seem like we're getting more development staff. And again, this is all speculation. I don't know for sure. I'm not saying there are, cross-pollinating their development staff between the games. I'm just saying it's kind of ironic how similar they work. So I am just curious what you guys think. Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Again, I feel like my knee jerk is it's not the best thing in the world, because that kind of just means that Rise towards not doing enough to do its own thing. But again, maybe there are some pros, like just having a bigger development staff to work on effectively one game that's just skin differently, and hopefully good things can be pulled from both games. I don't know. It was just something that was interesting. The other thing I wanted to look at, and again, this is really meant to be a quick, just like, did you guys know this? And I honestly, if someone plays this, let me know. I'd love to hear down below what are the similarities, what things you like in this game that maybe Rise to War could benefit from. I think that'd be cool. And I think especially being that they're maybe the same company, if there are things that are good in this game, I think it's fair to expect that those could be implemented if we kind of communicate that and say, hey, that other game you have, we want this feature, whatever it is. I just don't know enough, and I'm not going to pretend that I'm an expert because I've just opened this and done the tutorial. So anyway, that's kind of the first thing that I just find it very interesting, that there are basically two games out here. One just has the Lord of the Rings skin. And again, whether that's all intentional and that's why they made the 2.0 changes because they were planning on this, or I don't know. But that's the first thing. The second thing that I find very interesting is this game, Infinite Borders, is on Steam, which is a PC game client, if you're unaware. And I will say the reviews are negative for it, so that's not great. Yeah, not a ton of reviews either, but yeah, okay, release date. Says this just came out actually, so maybe it literally just came out. I don't know. It says release date December 22nd, 2023. I don't know if that's on Steam or if that's when the game came out, but I just thought this was interesting because, and I probably will download it to check, although it's like can't remember how many gigs it was. It was a pretty big download. Um, I've always wanted a PC client for Rise to War. I feel like trying to emulate a game just means it's not going to run super well. So if they were to make a Rise to War client for Steam, I think that'd be awesome. And anybody that has a computer could hopefully run that and run it a lot better than trying to run it on BlueStacks. So I don't know. Just thought it was interesting, and I kind of want to make a video talking about this. So let me know what you guys think about, I guess, the state of Rise to War and the fact that it's very, very similar to this other NetEase game. Does that mean anything? Does it not? I don't know. Let me down below, but I just wanted to share this with you guys. So that'll do it for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video.